Manchester.
Manchester. You went to Manchester, didn't you? She went to Rio. Well, she went to Rio because of her involvement in the murder of Dirty Den, but she's back in the square like a bad penny, and she's already got her claws back into poor Ricky, and she's now got her sights set on Jack Branning. Will you please welcome the lady herself, Danniella Westbrook? Let me hear you. Come on. Look at this. Can you put that basket as well? Look at this, two old Albert Square veterans here. You're looking fabulous, kid. How are you? Long time no see.
I'm excited to be here.
Oh,
it's
lovely to have you here.
Yeah.
Listen, what's it like returning to the EastEnders after... Is it 10 years?
10 years, yeah.
Did it feel odd?
It was 20 years since I've been there originally and 10 years since I left, so now I'm showing my age and how old I am. But yeah, it was weird. It was like your first day back at a big school.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bit frightening, but as soon as I walked onto set, all the crew were the same, makeup's the same, and...
Yeah.
You know, we've got the best crew in the world, so, you know, we're really lucky, but I just loved it.
How old were you when you first started on the show?
Just coming up 16.
Oh, my God. Didn't you once wreck the milk float?
Yeah, I did, yeah. Me and Sid, we wrote off the milk float. We got it stuck around by the arches. Sid was driving. We took the corner, well, he took the corner too quick, and we just turned it over. And we got out and ran away, but we got caught out, so we got called upstairs and got in trouble.
But you know, when they asked you to go back, were you nervous about going back to play Sam again?
Yeah, because I hadn't done any work, no acting for 10 years, and I'd taken 5 years to be at home with the kids. I brought out a book and just said no more.
Danniella, are you ready now for a clip here? Because we've got Ricky and Sam when they first fell in love. Oh look at this.
Come here.
They won't be here, not on a day like this.
What about? I told you we'd find him.
What was that?
Oh, not again, Ricky.
No, this time I really heard something.
Maybe it's a ghost wondering why you keep stopping.
Laugh if you want, but I read this true story once about a bloke and his girlfriend in the graveyard. Anyway, when he was just about to kiss her, this hand came out the graveyard and...
At that time when that happened, I remember, all in all the magazines, all the teenagers who were in the soaps, they were treated like pop stars, weren't they?
Yeah, and look what happened to us all. So, yeah, there was, sort of. I think that, you know, back then there was only 4 channels.
Yeah.
You know, now we have goodness knows how many, and, you know...
I always think it's, like, must be tough, you know, because, you know, when you were in there very young...
Well, I was a bit later on, and I think it was much harder for your generation, because, like you say, at my time, I think there wasn't... It wasn't as new, was it?
Yeah, it was quite new.
You know, it was so new for you. It was like for all the teenagers. And I was little. I was only 10 when I started, so it was a bit different for me.
You was tiny.
Yeah. I remember.
Your trumpet.
Yeah. I remember having the trumpet. I remember the trumpet.
Yeah.
I had it on blankety blank with the trumpet.
Yeah, I did. And my dad found that video the other day.
Oh, he never.
He did. He did. He put it on with my new boyfriend. There. I said, put that away. Turn that off. Thank you.
It's lovely.
I remember it at the Hercules cartoon premiere. Do you remember that?
Yeah. When you got my mum drunk.
Moving quickly on, I did. Sam got a bevy. Oh, I loved your mum. She was a cracker. She really was. She was smashing. Barbara's always very supportive on EastEnders, isn't she?
Barbara's been fabulous, and Steve McFadden. I can't wish for 2 greater actors to work alongside and call my family.
Yeah.
You know, Barbara, if you want to know anything about show business, ask Barbara Windsor.
Yeah, exactly.
No one knows more than Barbara. She's, you know, she's just...
She's like the oracle, isn't she, Barbara?
She knows everything, yeah. She's a complete pro.
Yeah, she is.
And, you know, some days at work we've been doing 12 hours and we're like, Steve and I got our coffee and Barbara goes, come on, what we're doing next? And she's there and ready to go, and I think, oh...
What do you think of Sam's wardrobe?
Oh, God. Well, you just wouldn't, would you?
No.
You just
I don't think even Lily Savage would.
No, I don't think, no, especially not at 35. I mean, come on. But when they said about Sam coming back, they wanted, like, an old-type Sam, as she used to be, you know. So I thought, well, she is Peggy's daughter. Yeah. Bright colours, garish, the heels, the makeup, it would all, you know... Peggy's always got the makeup on and the heels, and she's always a bit glam. Yeah. So Sam's going to be glam. Yeah,
the apple never fell far from that tree.
Yeah, she just hasn't got much style or class, really. So, you know, but she is what she is.
How is it? How's Sid now? Is Sid a better kisser now he's grown up from years ago?
Yeah, he cleans his teeth and everything now. Sid is a joy.
He's cracking Sid and all, isn't he?
He's just a joy.
I really miss everyone now.
I know, of course, we're talking about it.
Patsy.
Now, look, do you think Bianca is going to win him back, win Ricky back out of the clutches?
She deserves to have Ricky, doesn't she?
She does, really.
She does deserve to have Ricky. Sam doesn't really want Ricky, but he'll do until someone else comes along.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah, but, you know, Sam and Ricky love each other, but they're playing at being happy. But I think Bianca really loves him, and she deserves to win.
Now, how about Sam and Jack Branning?
Well.
Scott Maslin.
Good old Jack Brannan.
Yeah.
Another one, I think, is just a lust thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, you know, I think Jack's had every Mitchell apart from Peggy. So if they're blonde, he's in there. So
Give him a chance, you know what I mean?
Give him half a chance,
yeah,
he'll be in
nice.
there. I think if Billy and Phil had a blonde, we could have a go on them as well. So, yeah, I think, you know, we'll see how that goes for a little while.
Well, look, let's have a look at a clip from tonight's episode now.
Oh.
Do you know how weird it is for me living here with your ex? I mean, how many fiancés do you know put up with that? Are you trying to make me a laughing stock?
No, of course I'm not.
And as for that Tiffany kid, I've tried, but the kid can't stand me. Well, she's her mother's daughter. She's a devious, horrible little madam.
Oh, just leave it, yeah?
No, I won't leave it. When she gets older, she's going to be nothing but trouble, and the quicker you're away from
I said, will you shut up about Tiffany?
Well, why are you so bothered about her?
Because she's my daughter.
God, she's hard, isn't she? Do you like playing
She is hard, and I look at it and I think, God, I scowl. Growling away
But she's
so
that
much.
type, isn't she? You know, she's tough,
you know,
bird.
she is a Mitchell in a
Yeah.
woman's body. She is a Phil
Yeah,
and Grant in
yeah.
a woman's body. She just plays down the whole violent thing. But I'm sure if she got a chance, she'd be worse than Janine or
Oh,
either.
she'd be a gang mo, wouldn't she?
Oh,
no,
she
no
would.
problem.
She'd love it,
no
yeah.
problem. She'd be fabulous.
Yeah, she'd love it.
Is she still getting legal advice from Janine?
Yeah, she gets
Wants
her
to get
legal
legal
advice from
Janine,
yeah.
of all people.
Yeah, best friends with Janine at the moment, but I think she'll sort of start to realise that Janine's not all she's cracked up to be. But Sam hasn't got any friends, so anyone that shows her a bit of interest, she's going to be friends with. So.
Yeah. It must be great, you know, being at the heart of all these smashing storylines.
Oh, I've been so lucky. I've literally came in for 3 months and then ended up doing another month because we couldn't cram it all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be sad to go when I go, but, you know...
When are you
hopefully
going?
next
Are
year...
you going to Christmas?
No, I'm not going... I don't know.
What do your kids think about you being back in EastEnders?
They don't watch EastEnders.
Oh, don't
My
they?
little girl thought I was on Emmerdale for ages.
You're joking?
She did, yeah. And I was like, no, we just sort of live like we're on a farm, but
Yeah.
I don't actually work on one. They don't watch the show.
Yeah.
Because my little one's 8, and I think sometimes some of the topics that we cover aren't really quite right for little people.
Yeah.
Because some of them are quite strong. And my son, she's into, like, Hannah Montana and Disney and dancing and Strictly. We're Strictly fans. And my son's into sport.
Yeah.
So they don't think, you know, really much about it. As long as their packed lunch is done and everything's ready, they don't really care what I do during the day.
Wonder Mum.
Hey?
Wonder
Woman, ain't she?
They don't mind what I do.
How do you do it? You know, like, you got the farm, you got the kids, you're up at the crack of dawn, you're learning scripts and off to do EastEnders.
Do you know what? I've got really good support. I've got a great housekeeper, Bev, who's blinding. Ali looks after my kids. I've got, you know, during the day, everything runs like a well-oiled machine. And, you know, if you want things in life, you've got to get out and work for them, haven't you?
That's right, too nice, yeah.
I'm lucky to work on a job and be doing something I enjoy.
Yeah.
My husband's a great support, so...
Yeah.
He's a good cook.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well, so your dinner's on the table when you get in?
No, he's not. He's at work as well. But no, if needs must, he's all right.
I was just saying before, so Natalie, what was Sam doing in Rio? Why did she go to Rio?
Well, she's not really a Southend-on-Sea type of girl. So, you know, she went off to Rio. It was, you know, Grant was there, and that's where they packed her off to be with Grant. And then Grant left her there and went off to Portugal. And she ended up there and fell back into all sorts of skullduggery.
I can imagine her out in Rio.
Yeah, can't
Having
you?
a ball.
Yeah.
Do you think she's going to end up in Nick?
I don't know. I don't know where she's going to... I hope she ends up somewhere exotic.
I do. Do you know, why can't EastEnders have a happy Christmas? You know, when you're watching the EastEnders on a Christmas day, you think, oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm quite excited to see what's going to happen this Christmas. I have no idea, but I shall be at home watching.
Well, it's compulsory viewing, isn't it, on a Christmas day? Cause
it sort of is, yeah.
There's always a big drama at
Christmas
EastEnders.
Day revolves around soaps, isn't it? Have your
does,
dinner, what
yeah.
time's it on? So we'll have dinner then.
Queen's Speech,
Yeah. No, it's wicked. Listen, it's lovely to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime,
so
kid,
pleased
anytime.
to be here.
And thanks for that lovely little hamper you gave us for the dog, for Bullseye. It's got everything in it.
Yeah.
It's probably up there now, destroying the place. Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's hear it for Danniella Westbrook. Come on.